Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the indoor facility of our golf school. And I'm making this video specifically for those of you up north that are stuck indoors because of the snow and everything that is outside. And so today is Saturday, the 20th of January, 2018. And on Saturdays, we do short game Saturdays. And I want to talk about practicing your short game through the winter when you can't get outside. And I used to do this. I lived for a number of years in Toronto, and in the winter I would do this almost every single winter. I had a little mat that I could chip off. You can go and get a little mat 18 inches by 18 inches and chip off it indoors. I have a coin down on the ground. Now sometimes the coin is going to be close, sometimes the coin is going to be far. The whole idea here is to develop feel, to be able to look at a spot and know exactly how hard to hit. So it's very similar to a basketball player shooting hoops. He looks at the rim, shoots. If it's too hard, next one's a little softer. If it's too soft, next one's a little harder. So I'm going to adjust the length of my backswing based on where the ball lands. So I'll do my practice swing here, looking at the coin. Get the feel. Okay, I think this is how hard I've got to hit it. Now, go to the ball. Okay, so that ball actually landed a little short of the coin. So what I have to do now is I have to make my pendulum a little bigger. So again, I look at the coin, but now I'm going to make my pendulum just slightly bigger. Again, go to the ball. Too hard. So you see what I'm doing? I'm making it a little harder, a little softer, a little harder, a little softer. So this one has got to be harder than the first one, softer than the second one. So look at the coin, do the practice swing, go to the ball, boom. That was pretty good. I missed the coin to the left slightly, which tells me my club face was maybe a little bit closed, but I flew it in the air the right distance. So this is the chipping part. You can put a pillow, if you're doing it in your living room and you don't want the balls to crash into the furniture, just take a big pillow and put it back there so the balls can just roll into the pillow. Then you can do your putting. So you can take, some type of putting aid. I have this one and I have another one that I use. I've got two that I can use, and it will help me work on my putting and work on my direction. So now I've got a little electric putting cup down there, and so what I'm going to do is put the ball down on here and now see if I can put this into that little electric putting cup. So I can use one of the things that, for those of you that have bought the putting mirror from me, this is a perfect place to work on your putting with a putting mirror. Get your eyes right over that black line on the putting mirror. And you can go ahead and practice your putting, work on hitting the putts online. If you don't have a putting mirror, go to my website. It's a great teaching aid. It helps your putting a lot. So those are two things you can do through the winter that can help your golf game in the spring. When I go out in the spring, when I lived in Toronto, my first round out, my chipping around the green was great because my touch was there. My putting was great because I worked the whole winter on my putting stroke. When you're working on these things, don't just take balls and stand there and putt. Work on your putting stroke. Work on taking the putter back and through nice and square. Make sure your eyes are in the right place. Work on the technical aspects of your putting stroke, because these putts don't count. When you go to the course and your technique is good, you're going to putt better.